throw that kickstand down, pop a cold one, and sit back and relax. It's time for the John and Heather Show, featuring John and Heather Toto, Florida's favorite biker couple, documenting the biker lifestyle and bringing you the latest in events and interviews from the biker world. And now, here's John and Heather.
Hey, it's the
John and
Heather Show, and we're bringing you another night of real stories, biker life, laughter, adventure, and the kind of conversations you can only get right here with us.
So grab your drink, pull up a chair, say hello in the comments, and get ready to ride along with us tonight.
You know why? Because the John and Heather Show, where the road, the people, and the stories come alive.
Adventure Before Dementia.
That's right, folks. In case you didn't hear it, that's Adventure Before Dementia. Good evening, everybody. Hello. We love you all. Hearts to everyone, because we love you all.
Yes.
And good evening to everybody. It's been a hellacious day today, but we made it through it.
One of those days.
That's right, baby, but we made it through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so happy to tell you we're here and we made it. How about you? How has your day been?
That's
Better
right.
yet, how was your weekend?
That's true. Well, we've had a couple interesting things. I found out that if you bring your motorcycle to a dealer to get serviced, make sure they know where your keys are. Because
yes.
I brought one of my bikes, I'm not going to mention where, to a dealer. And they're great dealers. Don't get me wrong. I have no complaints about this.
They are a fantastic dealer.
I have no complaints about this motorcycle dealer whatsoever. It's just my luck. It's kind of what I'm getting into. Dropped my bike off. They did the service, oil change, battery change, and little adjustments I wanted on my bike. I take my first I drop it off. It's an hour and a half away, so I drop it off in our motorcycle trailer, bring it down there, drop off the bike. A couple days later, they tell me it's done. So I drive all the way back down to Tampa. Mind you, with my truck, it takes a full tank of gas to be able to tote that trailer back and forth.
My truck uses a tremendous amount of gas, and I had even put the E85?
Yeah, the E85. Well, the E80 is because the thing is that when you have a big truck and it takes the E85, use the E85.
It does use more.
It's $1 a gallon cheaper. So anyway, I called up there and I go pick up my bike, and they said it was ready. So I drive down there with the trailer to go pick it up, and they go to move the bike out of the shop, and they looked at me and they said, "Did we give you the keys?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "We can't find them." We stayed there for 2 hours while these guys tore the shop apart. I felt so bad for them.
2 hours.
I felt so bad for them. They can't figure out if maybe the guy that test drove the bike, the fob fell out of his pocket or whatnot. All I know is they have to order my keys, and mind you, they're ordering it from a different country because it's not a Harley. And now I got to wait at least a week for the keys to come in from Italy.
Where Ducati comes from.
I got to order my keys from Italy. And again, nothing about the dealer. The dealer's a wonderful dealer. I'm not even going to mention their name. But
no, because they are a very good dealer. We love the dealer.
It's just that this is just my luck. You know what I'm saying? Just my luck.
And we have 2 weeks to go.
Not even. Not even 2 weeks.
We leave August 2nd.
Yeah, we're going to leave August 2nd to get the Sturgis. And I need my bike. As simple as that. Because my Harley's down right now, the air ride suspension. I actually finally blew the compressor and the air ride piston, on the piston underneath the bike. So I don't even know what to do about that one. Hopefully it won't be that expensive to fix, or it's going to be probably very expensive to fix. I don't know. All I know is that my other bike just needed a battery and an oil change. So that's what I tried to do. And unfortunately, it didn't quite happen. So if you have any other stories out there about getting ready for a big event, that you drop off your bike to get it all tweaked out and ready to go, and then they decide something little happened and you can't get your bike, it's a little bit of I'm still stressing about it. I'm really, really, really stressing about it. I know the guys that got my bike do a good job, and I know that they ordered the keys right away. They just have to fly them in from another country to get them here on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand completely. So it is hard sometimes when that happens. We have to do what we can. They're gonna have to give him a loaner bike, is what I assume.
Yeah, I doubt they're going to give you a loaner bike.
They're going to have to,
no,
baby.
They're not going to. They're not going to.
They're going to have to, but for right now, you're going to have to take care of this right now while I take care of this.
So that's kind of the thing that's going on right now with getting my bike to Sturgis. But I will admit, the new trailer that we got, if you guys want to go and for not that much money, get your trailer ready so you could go ahead and tow your bike. If you have a freestanding bike shock, whether it's a good one like a Condor or even a cheaper one that you can put in your trailer, get something called the X-Track system. It's not that expensive. We bought 16 feet of X-Tracks, and they're coming 4-foot sections. Each one of the sections has a hole. It's like a triangle hole in each one of them. And then you go and you buy the clips for it, the O-ring clips. And needless to say, you get one of those, you get them in there, and you can really haul your bike safely. And it wasn't that bad. It was like $160 for the X-Track system, $28 for the O-rings, and then probably $15 in bolts. And it took me most of the afternoon to put it in. But I'm telling you, if you want to get your trailer ready for Sturgis or a long haul with the bikes or anything, install the X-Track system in your trailer. It just screws directly into the floor, and there you go. So that's what I did with our trailer for Sturgis. So we're trying to get everything all ready. Our sponsors came through. We got everything.
Yeah, Dan from Customs Kicking Cancer.
What a wonderful organization. He's been our major sponsor for us to be able to go to Sturgis. And he's basically, was able to give us the money that we need so we could be able to get diesel.
And that's been hard to figure out, because how do you figure out gas when they can't get whether or not the straits are going to open up?
Yeah, that's the thing, because I've been just watching diesel prices, because I have a Class A diesel pusher is what I go to Sturgis with. It's a 35-foot Newmar. It's basically a Freightliner. So needless to say, it only gets when I'm towing 7.5 to 9 miles to the gallon on a good day. And then it's the gas prices now for diesel has gone up to $5.44 a gallon here locally. And it's a 100-gallon tank in there. So I know that it's going to be a lot of money to be able to get there and back. It is we figured it out. It's going to be probably close to $3,000 in diesel.
Yeah, we figured out around $3,000
in diesel. So again, if you're going to be going, and we're here in Florida right now, and it's a 2,000-mile ride from here to Sturgis. So needless to say, it is going to be close to $3,000 in fuel just for us to be able to get there. And then we also need 6 camping spots. And another thing that I really recommend is if you're going to be doing a long trip, and Heather will vouch for me on this one because it's actually her great idea to do it.
Yeah.
Since she's really good with ChatGPT and things like that. If you're going to book your vacation and you're going to be traveling like I am 4 days and 3 nights, it's really good to go ahead and book your reservations for your camp spots beforehand along the route that you're going, and then ChatGPT or whatever, one of those AI programs can go ahead and get it all set up for you, so you could be able to know where the campgrounds are.
And that wasn't hard. It wasn't that hard to do.
No, it really wasn't. But
I was able to figure it out.
And that's always a recommendation that we have for things like that, to be able to go and get your diesel taken care of, get your prices taken care of, and everything else that you need.
Yeah, because you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way, baby.
That's right. Where there's a will, there's a way, and we will always go ahead and make sure that we could get there on time and be able to do what we want, especially for our sponsors, since they were so nice to be able to do this for our Fran Hash Law.
Customs Kicking Cancer.
Fran Hash provided the trailer for us to be able to tow the bikes. Customs Kicking Cancer sponsored us for our diesel to be able to get to Sturgis and back. So
thank you to both of them.
Thank you to both of our big sponsors.
Born to Ride has been.
Speaking of another sponsor that we have, it's Born to Ride. And right now we have Ron Galletti waiting in the green room. It's going to tell us.
The man, the myth, the legend.
It's going to tell us all about a new event that he has coming up, because that Quaker Steak and Lube is no longer in the area. So since they're not in the area, he's going to be able to do another good bike show for everybody in that area.
He's doing a phenomenal one, I've heard.
Are you bring him on?
Yeah, I'm going to bring him on.
Hey, Ron, if you're ready down there in the green room, give me a thumbs up.
He's ready.
He's ready. Let's bring on Mr. Ron Galletti.
All right.
How you doing, Ron?
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing fine. I'm hearing you loud and clear, brother. You're coming in good.
Yeah, for some reason I can't hear you guys that good.
Really turn up your volume.
It is all the way.
Okay.
We hear you good.
We hear you great, Ron. Everything sounds
Yeah.
really good.
That's weird. I'm not on my
Headsets.
no.
But I hear you really good, Ron. If you want to go ahead and talk about everything that's going on, you sound wonderful, brother.
Yeah, it's good to be here, guys. And I know you guys are getting ready to go to Sturgis and everything. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's exciting times to get to the Black Hills Classic. You know, it's so much to see, so many roads to ride, and a lot of people aren't going to Sturgis. So there's been a legendary bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube that we actually started with Bill Church. And we had an attorney back then named John McKay. It was called Hog Law. It was like one of the first original. And for a while, he actually helped us start Born to Ride magazine. And he was our first attorney sponsor we ever had. And but then Fran Hosh came on board. John McKay was gone. We got the bike night going at Quaker Steak and Lube and did a lot of history there, years, decades, you know, and it's sad to see it go. But the last few months or the last few times, it was really packed over there. But why wasn't it packed the other nights? You know, at the end when it was dying, everybody came back. But so when one door closes, another one opens, and there's a place called the Rock House Live in Largo, and we had our first Wednesday night bike night there, and you know, it was really a great turnout. It's right on Almerton Road. It turns into 688. It's almost all the way to the beach, you know. But it's a really good time. Live music. We do the bike of the night. We got a big trophy. We got Moonshine's the MC, Born to Ride's Moonshine. He does a great job. Vic Velocity comes out, sets up the tent. We're doing giveaways, and we're doing a 50-50. So it's pretty exciting. They give away a lot of stuff, and the food there is really great, but live music 7 nights a week. And this week it's a band, No Control. These guys are really good. And, you know, it's just a good time. We had about almost probably, I don't know, 90 something bikes last time, first one. And, you know, just would encourage everybody to come out. It's a good time. It's right. You can't miss it. Just come around, you know, check it out. Rock House Live. So just come out. We'll be out there tomorrow. We even had Daniel come out shooting pictures with the Babe of the Month. And he's always looking for more models to work with. So it was really a good time, really good vibes, a lot of parking. And, you know, the bar, the staff, the food, everything was top notch, and service was great. Beer was cold.
That sounds like a good damn time.
Sounds like an awesome time there, Ron.
For any bike night.
Yeah, it's the new Wednesday night. You know, we're excited because it brings back some energy, and you know, it's just a good time to get back out and be with the people. You know, Birdman Mike will be out there. You know, just you see old friends. You know, you meet new friends. And it's a really good time. I can't wait to have you guys out there and start coming out there whenever you can make it. But I'm calling out the people right now. Come out to the Rock House Live in Largo, right on 688 Almerton Road. Have a good time, man. It's like from 5 to 10 o'clock.
I saw that you have bucket specials and wing specials all night long. That's awesome.
Yeah, they really
like me.
They really welcome the biker community. So they're having 20 wings and a bucket of beers, and that's like 5 beers and 20 wings, and the wings are awesome for $30. I mean, that's a hell of a deal, I would say.
Wow, that is a good deal. Everybody loves wings. Who doesn't love good wings?
Who doesn't like wings?
Yeah, and so anyway, I wanted to invite everybody out there. And Heather, I got to tell you, I read your book. Thank you for sending me a copy. I mean, you did a great job with the book, and I think it's going to inspire people, and it'll get people to,
Thank you.
to really feel the realness of life and ups and downs, and keep pushing forward and inspiring people. So you did a great job on that, and it's like a timeless classic because you can promote and use it to promote and break down stereotypes or give people knowledge. And it's really important that you did this book. And I think a lot of people will learn a lot about you as well.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you,
And
Ron.
you can also read about it if you get this month's Born to Ride magazine. And you got it right here on page 44. You have a nice article all about the book, and you pick up your Born to Ride magazine. You can see the article with Heather on it, and look at all the other fine articles in the magazine. It's this month's right here.
Yeah, this month's Born to Ride magazine.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to help spread the word, because you're really giving. You're giving your soul with this book. You're sharing experiences that brought you to where you're at today, because we can't go backwards in life. We just go forward. So inspiring people and get them to read and understand, it can make a difference in people's lives, and it's an important thing, but it's important to get people to read it. And, I'm sure you'll be guest speaking places and things like that too, because that's how powerful this book can be. And, I think a lot of people are touched with a lot of the circumstances, a lot of the events in your life that people can relate to. Mm-hmm. So it's important that they'll get the chance to see you at Sturgis, right? You're going to be out everywhere.
Yeah, we are. We're going to be at Sturgis. We're getting ready to leave, as John was saying.
Oh, yeah, we're getting everything ready to go. We're getting the bus ready. We got everything ready on our sponsors. The only thing is just getting my bike ready. That's the only thing that we still got to do is get the bike ready, because I couldn't believe the dealer did lose my keys. But, what can I say?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And also, what you guys have been doing with the Cackleberry.
Yes.
I mean, you've put it on the map. I've seen the posts and things you're doing, and I know you're working with the media stuff there a lot, and that's your home base. That's we bring the stacks and stacks of magazines. We drop them off there for you guys. Mm-hmm. But, keep up the good work with that too, because it's tough out there everywhere, I mean,
yes, it is.
Gas, just time goes by so fast. The economy, not everybody's going to Sturgis. Not everybody's going to go to Biketoberfest. So it might be slower, but what happens, all the hotels, they raise the price for the bikers. The police are over there giving tickets for loud pipes or just barely revving your motor, or, handlebars. And there's so many, it almost looks sometimes they're trying to kick people out. So when the hotels are booked, you might as well go to the campground, right? You can get tents or whatever, RVs, and have a good time at Cackleberry.
Yeah, exactly. And just enjoy yourself. And we've got all sorts of things planned. We're going to be having a good time this year.
Yeah, they're going to have biker games and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I mean, your documentation always makes it look like the place you got to be.
Okay. So go on, Ron.
So anyway, you always make it look like the place to be. And I know you have other guests tonight, but I appreciate you having me on to talk about Rock House Live. And every Wednesday night, people, every Wednesday night in Largo, you got to come to Rock House Live with Born to Ride. We're out there having a great time with the biker community on Wednesday night.
You have a band coming up also, No Control, or you had them and you have another band every Wednesday also. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, it's a rock house, man. They're all these bands. If you're out there, reach out to them. They're booked up already a lot, but I mean, they're always looking for bands to play, not only on bike night, but other nights as well. Mm-hmm. They're biker friendly. It's a whole complex of other stores, and it's like a mall with a lot of cool stuff there. And in the same plaza there's I forget the name of it, but it's like a doghouse bar. Okay. And out front, they have a big fenced in area where you bring your dogs and stuff. It's really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. It's just a good atmosphere. Every Wednesday, Rock House Live. I mean, Pinellas County, it's one of the largest demographics for registered bike owners to come out. That's why Quaker Steak was so popular and easy to get to, because it was always just tons of bikes all around that area.
Yeah.
So it's just another one of those really well-placed locations that's easy to ride to if you're in that side of the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, it's a good ride to get there. It's a really nice ride. Straight down Ulmerton, you got to go through some lights, but once you get there, you're not far from the beach. You could go anywhere you want from there, but it's worth the trip, I'll tell you.
That sounds like an awesome place to be. And again, it's Wednesday night. And give us a date again, Ron.
It's
What's
every
that?
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday night, right?
Every Wednesday, the Rock House Live. I mean, it's on, man, every Wednesday night.
So that's badass.
That sounds badass, man.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron, so much. I really appreciate you getting on the show and telling us all about the bar and everything that's going on with the bike event that you're having.
All right, man. We thank you guys. Have a safe trip in Sturgis and kick ass like usual. You guys always do a great job. Looking forward to the coverage and keep promoting that book. People, if you haven't got it, order it through Heather. She'll tell you how, I'm sure, in this episode. But it's a must-read book for anybody who just has challenges in life, who's going through life, who's looking for a success story, maybe some motivation. This book has it all, man, and Heather did it all. So congrats to you. Keep up the great work, guys.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron, so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Have a wonderful night.
You too.
Say hello to the family.
All right. Have a great show.
You too, man. Bye-bye, Ron.
Later.
Well, that was the world famous Ron Galletti on our show, the owner and proprietor of Born to Ride magazine, TV, radio, multimedia, everything. So go ahead and look for your Born to Ride magazine at any of your local bars. Come and get it. There's all kinds of advertisements in there about, Heather and like all the upcoming events and everything that's going on in there. So pick up your Born to Ride magazine and you could go ahead and you can see everything that's going on.
Yeah, definitely. And we're looking forward to it.
Now, where do you get your book at, baby?
Amazon.
Yeah, go on Amazon. The name of the book is Life in Fragments, Living with TBI and Finding Myself Again. Go ahead and get this book. It's a good read. It's not difficult to read or anything crazy like that. So go ahead and get your copy of the book. If you need to go, and you also get the magazine, and you can see the article that's in there too. So that's Heather's book. You really need to go get it.
It's a good book, and it's really exciting to read.
Yes, it is.
It's not boring or full of medical jargon.
No, not at all.
It's down to earth. But it tells you what it's like for me living
with a traumatic brain injury. So if anybody
and having 2 strokes,
yes, true,
and going through what I went through these past 3 years after the brown recluse spider bite.
Yep, and all of that is in there, and it's in the book. So you go ahead and get your book, get your copy of the book, and then you'll be able to, read into Heather's history and everything else.
And in the meantime, I'm going to give you a music video right now. So let's go ahead with it.
That was around Christmas time and New Year's. That was a little bit of an older video we went ahead and put on there, but you can see what Florida looks like in the wintertime there. If you noticed that we just had a few ugly sweaters on, and
oh, I love my ugly
a few
sweaters.
long sleeve shirts. Heather all bundled
Who
up.
doesn't love an ugly sweater?
You gotta love ugly sweaters.
Hey, Al Lights, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, Al's one of our best patrons. He always watches the show, and we love you, Al. It's
yes,
really
we do.
We love you, Al.
Love you, buddy.
That's one of my veteran friends. That guy's one of the toughest dudes I know.
Yes, he is. Been through hell and high water.
Vietnam, man, that guy is just awesome tough.
Yes, he is. Well, guys, we have an exciting second guest coming up, and that is Jesse Strand. And I know I'm probably doing damage to his last name, and I'm so sorry, Jesse, if I am. I'm going to show a little video that's going to give everybody a little bit of a clue to a little bit about you. So we're going to show the video first, and then we'll bring you on. I'm going to go ahead and show the video now. So let's go ahead and watch this, everyone, and then you guys know what we're dealing with here. We're so excited. All right, guys. So now you know he's one of the top-notch fabricators around.
I love bobbers.
Look at those bikes. Were not they the sweetest things you have seen since candy?
I love it. I just like his welds.
Beautiful. And he does everything, as we saw.
I know. I saw that. Well, let's bring the guy on.
Yeah, let's bring him on. Jesse, if you're ready, give me a big thumbs up, buddy. All right.
How you doing, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing fine.
Excellent. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, your bikes look awesome, man. And I love the smaller bobber type bikes. That's just how I am. I mean, my bike's a CVO Softail. That's just because that's how I like to roll. And I got 18s on them, so my hand's like up here.
Yep.
But I love riding like that, man. I love how your bikes are. So
Yeah.
tell me, what got you started in fabricating?
Man, so we know that big wave that was like 25 years ago, from Motorcycle Manias to the American Chopper stuff. And I'll be honest, like the Monster Garage stuff and like the fabrication shows, I was hooked. I don't get it. Like, I come from a construction background, family, blue collar, but I have a great grandfather that welded, but welding was weird to me, man. It was like you could take two pieces of material and fuse them together. You could make these frames, and it's probably like when I was 10 years old, I saw like Motorcycle Mania and he's bending the frame and making all that stuff. And it like clicked. And like to this day, there's things now 25 years later, I don't like doing, but frames, man, like you take all this tubing and like, I think it clicked as a kid watching those shows. It's kind of neat, you see the smile, it doesn't go away, So yeah, definitely the TV show era was the big influence for it.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question for you. It comes from an audience member. Somebody wants to know, Total Project 23 just picked up a 2025 Pan American
ST. What is your opinion on it?
You know what? I haven't even been able to ride one. I was going to try to ride one at the Tennessee Mountain Revival back a couple months ago, and I missed out doing that because I wanted to be able to like see what it was like, because I saw one guy about 2 years ago chop one. So I don't, if I find that guy, I'll post it or send it to that user along that way,
Yeah, with that motor, you could almost turn that into like a Harley version of a sport bike, because that's 150 something horsepower engine on that thing.
That's crazy, man. That's awesome, though.
Oh, it is. I mean, it's just awesome. I mean, I got a sport touring bike. I got a Ducati Diab LS, and I'm with the two, and I'm almost at 170 horsepower, like 167, right around there. Yep. And I'm telling you, that bike will sometimes, the torque on it's 140 foot-pounds of torque, and it's just. It feels like it wants to rip you off the road.
You can't
beat it.
I mean, it's an awesome engine. So tell me, why do you like to pick the bobber type bikes with the rigid frames? What brought you to that style of motorcycle?
I don't know, man. I think I used to like long rake choppers, the fat tire craze, but I mean, I really like the ergonomics. And I mean, I rode with some guys probably 15 years ago in Brooklyn. Yeah, and lane splitting down, the Queensbrook, highway and stuff. And dude, I'm telling you what, like it was a whole different, ambiance to it. So I wanted to build bikes more compact. I wasn't following Indian Larry stuff or anybody else. I kind of like the Frisco style, so a little built up, but I like sitting in the bike, and I like being super narrow and just lane splitting. And like my wife's listening to this, so she's gonna shake her head. Lane splitting, I'm the guy that's doing it 70 to 100 miles an hour. I'm the guy that everyone's shaking their fists at. But I build bikes to ride, and I like them nimble, and my customers like them nimble, and that's how it should be. All horsepower, all stopping, and just able to be doing what they got to do.
That's awesome. I mean, because I always found that, like, I see like a lot of these guys with these trailer. What?
I can see you riding down, giving everybody else the finger.
Yeah,
pretty much it.
Yeah. Well, you're a lot like me. See, even on my bike that I did a lot of building on, my bike is functional.
Yeah.
See, a lot of times when you get these guys that are like over raked and they got a freaking 5, 6, 7 inch front, it's feet front forks.
Yep.
It takes like an acre and a half to turn the bike, and or the motor has like a primary that sticks out this far. So every time you make a turn, you're dragging your primary around a corner. I always like bikes that are functional. That not only is it a piece of art that you could look at and say it's beautiful, but you can ride it and not worry about it not stopping, not turning, scraping stuff around corners and things like that.
Or ruining it.
Yeah, flat out just ruining your bike. As simple as that. I got a question for you. Who was your inspiration for doing all this?
I got to say, man, you can see it. Like, I'll turn the laptop a little bit, but like, it's like Jesse James. Like, everything's about the Frisco style, like I kind of now see it, it was a trend and it went away, but it's kind of like everyone who's into 70s choppers from 50 years ago. Like, I just like that era of like performance built engines, and just kind of nimble a little bit. Like, they were raked a little bit, kind of a lot, but I kind of got my own taste on it in my flair, how I like doing it. But I would say Jesse James, man, just because it was craftsmanship, like, it inspired, a ton of my generation and everyone really at the time to get into building a bike and I would really say next would be Indian Larry and then, Billy Lane. Those three kind of like, really just, blew my mind. I know that's everybody's go-to, but I mean, I like the style, I like the feel, and it's always how I've been synonymous with some of my bikes, you know.
Yeah, even Billy Lane's bikes, he likes the old school ones because the
Mhm.
last time we saw Billy Lane, I think he had a 43 that he just got done building for the track.
Yeah.
And he said that was like one of the newest bikes that he even put on the track was
Yep.
like this 43.
Now he just is built one that is for our sponsor.
Customs Kicking Cancer. Yeah, we're going to be hooking up with Billy Lane here in about 3 weeks for Customs Kicking Cancer.
Cool.
And Sturgis.
Yeah, and he built the bike that we're going to be raffling off, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You know,
Nice.
it's just awesome. Now, I was looking at your welds in that video. How long did it take you to get those welds that good? Because those are good welds.
So everyone thinks I had a natural gift to it, you know, and I mean, I spent hundreds of hours. I went to Votech school. I used to work as a consultant with Lincoln Electric, and I worked with one of the best that are now passed away. And I would say working with top-notch people push the skills, but I'd probably say 3 or 4 years. Like, you know, I was an educator as well. So to give the people who know I'm a welding instructor or were, you know, about 3
Barbie would love
really
him.
get it. Where like I could talk to you guys right now and weld. It's kind of like cooking pasta. So I could talk to you and be like, hey, what are you guys doing? And it drives my wife nuts because she's in the medical field. She's like the multitasking you can do, but I've done it most of my life. I mean, I'm 36. I started at 13. I went to Votech school at 17. Wow. Had 15 accredited certs from pipe welding to structural to TIG welding by the time I was 19. And I mean, I just done it most of my life, man. And I everything outside of the bikes you see, like in the video, I've built structural stuff. There's stuff in the power plant down the road from us. Aerospace, like Oshkosh is going on right now. I've had stuff on Fifi, the World War II bomber plane, you know, manifold repairs. And I've done a lot of different things with welding. Wow. But I mean, the time, dude, it just a lot of hood time, you know. But I would practice a lot with my students. It's kind of like shooting threes in the court. If you don't keep practicing, man, like, you know, you kind of got to keep up with it. But right now it's weird because I probably only weld 10, 12 hours a week. And I can put welds down, you know, better than most average people off the street, you know. And I missed
like one of your fans just kicked on him, Michael Griegel, one of the best welders out there.
Yeah, he's my boy. We used to work out. We get up at 5:30 in the morning last year and go to the gym, and I would just talk shit. But yeah, I've helped him with a good amount of welding stuff.
Do you know Barbie?
Barbie the welder?
I've heard of her. I know through the years I've seen her stuff and, you know, her social media and stuff.
That's my best friend.
Yeah, because anything when it comes to welding, she's always awesome at it. Then I watched your welds. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
I'm going to show her your welds.
I was going to say, you got some skills, brother. I'm not going to lie about that at all because I couldn't weld. It just looked like somebody just threw like hunks of gob over the things when I do it.
I'll give you guys a quick, like 1 minute cap on how that happened with welding. Is I got into it because of the whole like TV thing, and nobody was really welding 20 years ago, you know? And there was like kind of the chopper craze, you know, it kind of was dying down the late single digit 2000s. And someone goes, man, if you just keep welding and show people the bikes you're doing, because a lot of people are putting out crappy product with welds. I would go to these jobs and show people the welding, and like all of a sudden raw iron choppers just got on the map from doing welding to like building these one-off customs and frames. And, you know, it was kind of people entrusting somebody who had qualified skills, a resume behind it. So, I mean, I would say I graduated in 2009. By about 2013, I mean, everyone was bringing their stuff in our area to me. And, you know,
no, you've got a natural gift.
So, yeah,
like,
you know,
you've got a natural gift.
Just like when you're building a bike, what's more important to you, more performance or style?
I think style comes with the performance now, and it's weird because I used to always do style, buy a crate motor, you know, refresh an engine and put it in. But now being an engine builder, like I kind of like that one frame you saw in the video of me welding.
Yeah,
I got a 124 and I got it to about 160, 170 horsepower, but I built the whole design of the bike around it. It was that one that was the Motorcycles as Art, the root beer frame with the gold. And I kind of did this showy bike because I wanted everyone to be like, that thing's not rideable, but everything was built around that engine and be really pretty. But a lot of times now it's performance with engine performance and function, and like kind of again, like this bike here, it's like it's bare bones. It's made just.
That's your red one?
Yeah, the one with the chop. That's the newest one we built this year in Daytona.
This one, right?
Yeah. Yep. So
that one.
Let's see. Yeah, it's still loading on my computer. But yeah, so I mean, a lot of stuff's around engine orientation. That one there. So that's a 103 twin cam out of a Heritage Softail, and I just wanted something that was going to be turnkey, go fast, and I mean, like I built the whole bike really around that engine, even though it looks more stylish as an old school chopper.
That is, you ever think about making one that's not a rigid, or do you just happen to prefer that?
So we've done a few swing arm FXR stuff. I kind of did the Dyna Bro thing. I had 2 Dynas before. My wife would ride me pretty hard about that. But rigids are just kind of my thing. I like doing it. But right now, I'll even show you guys. I got an R33 Turbo, and I'm debating on making it a swing arm bike or a rigid chopper. So I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. But like you asked me, how do you design it? I'm literally building that bike around the turbo. Like that's the first part of it my buddy Matt gave me. So the rest of it's like, you know, how are we going to build it? How are we going to run the oil? You know, so like a lot of that bike will be around there. But I'm going with your question. Is it going to be a swing arm or is it going to be rigid? You know, so I don't know yet, you know.
Well, it just so I'm sorry, you go.
My turn.
Okay.
My turn. We have something from Jay Fryman. Fry Daddy.
Yeah, that's from American Motorcycle. Was it AMG? Right?
AMG, American Motorcycle Group.
Ride Appalachia.
And he wants you to bring those bikes this year to Sturgis, like I told you, because we want you in the bike show.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because you're pretty good, boy. You got some skills.
And Fry Daddy has an awesome bike show right at Thunderdome also.
Sweet. Awesome. I remember the Thunderdome like 20 years ago where they had the big Metzler stuff there and all that. It's been a hot minute, you know.
It's just awesome. I mean, and like I said, bring in any of those bikes, and your bikes are functional, because a lot of times when I go to those shows, they bring in these trailer queens.
Yep.
Literally, they're rolling the bike off, steel seats. You know, the seat is painted, so you can't really sit on it. They go to start the bike is dead because the battery's been sitting forever.
Yep.
That's why I love your bikes, the functionality of them and the practicality.
Here's a picture of you welding.
Yeah, roll cage for my buddy's side-by-side a few years ago.
You're a man of many hats there.
I was going to say, if you're welding a side-by-side, well, you can weld anything. If you're a good welder, you can just weld anything anyway.
And speaking of welders, Barbie the Welder's just signed on. Hi, Barb.
Click it on. Yeah, Barbie the Welder just came on, gave you a bunch of happy emojis because she loves welders.
Cool.
So, do you have another project that you're working on?
Yeah, I mean, this behind me is some service for a good friend of mine. It's an old Speed King racing bike from like probably 20 years ago. So we're doing some service with that. He's one of my close friends. We don't do much service anymore, but behind me, there's like a West Coast Chopper CFL and there's an old shovel. And, you know, we're kind of doing like a kind of a beach cruiser style. So the stuff comes in. We do a lot of walk-in job shop stuff. It used to be 2-3 guys in here welding and building bikes, and now it's just me, but it keeps me pretty busy. Got, you know, 3 step kids and my daughter. So I'm pretty busy. And
4 kids.
4
kids. Wow.
You know, mobile weld, do construction as well. So I keep busy. It's not really a thing of jack of all trades. It's people just want different facets of what I do. So, you know, we just got done doing trailer cabinets. You saw on my Instagram. It was a bougie trailer for my buddy Doug. Everything, you know, but we're doing full builds. I'm never really slow. You know, it's how I have time to do it all, you know.
How old are the children?
We got twins that are 12 and then a 15-and-a-half-year-old who just got his temps last week. So we know how that's going. He's on the road now. And then I got a 4-year-old who's going on being 18 because she runs the house now.
She rules the roost, does she?
She does. And, you know, I want to always think she acts like her mom, but man, she's like her dad through and through. And does she know it too, you know?
She's got you wrapped, does she?
She got me wrapped and she talks to shit like I do. So it's awesome.
Well, you got a question for him, baby?
No, I already asked you.
You already asked him? Now, when people customize their bikes, what's the biggest mistake you see them doing?
I think I've always told people this for 15 years. And you know this, it was skulls, flames, ace of spades, and everyone wants to put chrome or like then the new thing was black, you know, all black parts. You got to pick what you want to do for your bike. You know, you got to really pick. You can't. It's like getting tattoos. It's cool if you put them all over you and if that's what you want to do, but you got to know kind of what you want on your bike. It's not all going to flow. And then everyone goes, well, because I like it, everyone else should like it. No, it doesn't work that way. So for me, again, like you and I talked, it's got to be functional. Yeah. It's got to be reasonable. And like also like a lot of guys, and this is wild because it happened more in my like mid-20s after I did Discovery Channel and won it. Was I had a lot of guys like, I got 80 grand. I want to have you build a bike. And I'd ask them, are you going to ride it? No, it's going to sit in my garage and it's, you know, we're going to measure dicks in there, how awesome we are. I'm like, I want you to ride the bike. I want you to ride it. And I would have people, I wish I could find the emails. I'd put my phone to the screen. They'd be like, kid, you're a dumbass. You're going to give up 80 grand. I said, I want you to ride the bike. It's a calling card for me. And, you know, and I would lose some jobs, but a lot of my customers, they ride their stuff. That's what I want them to do, you know.
No, that's the whole point. That's the
whole,
that's
I
the whole
love
point.
your attitude.
Me too.
I'm cracking up over. I love your attitude and your choice of words.
I know it's the truth because, like I said, I'm the same. I agree with you 150%.
Yeah.
And just like me, I like bright colors because everybody that customizes a Harley, what's the Harley? It's black with a lot of chrome.
It's
black.
Yep.
My bike's pumpkin orange, and I love it.
Yep. I joked with my wife when we went to Daytona. We won every twin cam chopper bobber show this year, and she goes, "Is it like this every time?" I said, "If you told me I'd take a bike and do 90% black with some red flames, I go, I've done bikes with gold leaf, silver leaf. I've done all the bougie colors, all the polishing, and it was like I can't believe this thing won a lot. But again, it's the black does sell to the Harley crowd. It doesn't matter. Black T-shirts sell everything."
That's the truth. Like with my bike, I could have it in a parking lot, and I'll be like, "Where's your bike?" And I'll be like, "Right over there." Not only do I have a 29-inch sissy bar and 18-inch, handlebars on it, but the bike is that Tequila Sunset they made in 2010.
Yep.
So the whole bike's that, and then the 3-tone with the black and the silver stripes up of it. So like, if somebody's like, "Oh, take a picture of my," because I'm a photographer, you know that.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Take a picture of my bike. It looks so cool. It's the black one right there." And I'm looking through it, sea of motorcycles. Okay, which one's yours? And then you look at mine, I can point mine out just from a crowd.
Yep.
That's the type of style I like.
Exactly.
I like a functional style that you could ride that bike into a bike show, take first place and ride it out and not worry about, the bike not being able to pull out of the parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely. This bike here, when we left the traditional chopper Giuseppe's pizzeria bike show, we left. I clicked second, pulled a wheelie, clicked third, pulled a wheelie. And I thought it was awesome. My wife was mad at me because it, is ripping it. But you know what? It left a good testimony as you leave. Like, we build them to ride. And that's what it's about, man. It's about having fun too. Like,
enjoy it.
Yes.
When I'm around,
Exactly. Enjoy what you have.
I got a good one for you. What is the one customization on a motorcycle that you can't stand seeing?
Wrinkle black.
Okay.
I like, it's weird, but like you can do it tastefully, like like the factory black. But when someone's like, "I want to wrinkle black everything," it makes me think of bedliner in a pickup truck. I just can't. And it looks good on bikes, but I can't get past that,
Caitlin. Is your wife named Caitlin?
Oh, it is.
All right, click. She said, "What, Daddy?"
She likes the wheelies.
That is great. Now, out of all your bike builds, what's the one that you're like the most proud of?
Each one, this is such a shitty response to say, but it's kind of like, what album do you like from the Stones or Bob Seger or Metallica? Like each one is synonymous. So like it's the creative process. So I mean, which one do I like the most? I had this knucklehead. It was a purple frame. I pulled my Discovery Channel motor out of another bike, put it in this bike. So it was kind of like sacrilegious. I chopped another bike that won a national TV show, put it in this other one, and it went to Michael Lichter's Motorcycles as Art. And it was called What's the Skinny? He wanted the skinniest chopper you could build. And I think that one was cool because I built my own Springer for the first time. I made tolerances so crazy with it. And the bike was probably 350 pounds, the 93-inch knucklehead, hydraulic foot clutch. And it just had all the trick stuff that it's been done before, but I did it my way. That one was always cool. That was probably my favorite one, to be honest.
That's cool. Now, what is your favorite color of bike?
Red. I mean, like even those flames, I was like, I should do a red frame and do all this, but like candy apple red is kind of my go-to. It's my favorite color.
It was just see.
Caitlin's making sure we don't take you away for Sturgis.
No Sturgis this year. We have the Motor City Get Down in Detroit in August. Then his bike will be featured in the Legends Gallery at the Smokeout in North Carolina in September. Jay's going to be there.
Yeah.
I think Jay might be there. Our buddy Jay might be there for that.
And we have Heather and Chris on next week.
Yep, that's what you were telling me. I just rode with Chris. The Hamsters had the Big Pines run out here in Northeast Ohio, and Chris and I were the only chopper guys because we had like 2-gallon gas tanks. But everybody else is like, "You stupid chopper guys, making us stop everywhere."
Stop to get gas every 50 miles.
Oh, I know. I had a friend of mine that wanted to ride to Sturgis, and she had a tank on her bike about this big. And I'm like, you're going to stop every 100 miles for 2,000 miles to get there, right?
Yep.
They were like, I don't mind. As long as you don't mind, that's really all that matters.
Exactly.
Where does your inspiration come from?
Life. Like, I mean, I never was really an artist. Like everyone says bullshit with this. Like, I can make metal and stuff, but I would say lately, like each bike is kind of reflective to a chapter of my life. So a lot of inspiration is, pain, happiness. And then outside of it, like this blue bike here, that guy had a all black bike, had a foot clutch. He brought it to my shop and he goes, I need the carburetor tuned. And I said, dude, I can't drive a foot clutch. I'm 23 years old or 22 years old. I don't want to ride the thing. He goes, well, then learn, motherfucker. And I was like, I mean, I'm going to ride this $30,000 bike. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, I'll do it. And so I ended up building a white shovel head about 11 years ago. And I did foot clutch. I did it kind of a similar stance he had. But like that bike was ingrained in my head for like years after. I was like, so some of the inspiration is say a client bike or maybe another person's bike. But I kind of just fling with it. Like the bike with the flames behind me, I kind of built that around the motor, then also with my wife riding with me because I'm not a fan of king queen seats, especially doing a newer style engine. But for her and I, it was kind of like the smiles per miles. It didn't matter if it was rigid or didn't get good fuel economy. That was kind of the inspiration for that build. But that took probably my longest, probably about almost 2 years because we had some family stuff, and usually we used to knock bikes out in about 6 to 8 months. We build them back in the day.
Yeah, we on the stream. I got them saying foot clutches with suicide shifters are crazy to ride.
Yep. And no front brake either, Heather and John. I went to Tennessee for the hot bike tour, and
riding like Sons of Speed, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what. Like, I was just telling a buddy this. I don't know if I could do it again. I don't work out as much as I used to, but I would have to take the bike at a light. We're like in Pigeon Forge on a hill, and I would have to cock it like this, hold my one foot, throw it in neutral, and I'd slam it, and then I would roll out in traffic, but. I mean, I don't know if I can do that anymore with hills with no front brake. I'm kind of bitching out now. I'm getting older.
You're not old yet, brother. Trust me.
Not yet.
You're not old yet. It doesn't start hitting you until you're about 50. Trust me, I know.
Yep.
Did Caitlin like motorcycles before she got with you?
Yeah. So the ironic part is, I had a long-term relationship, and when I met her, she tried to get with me years ago. Nothing bad. Wasn't trying to cheat or anything, but she had a picture of one of my choppers from Michael Lichter's exhibit. I don't know how she got the photo, but when I met her, she goes, look at my Facebook memory. This is like from 2018. I'm like, how did you get that photo? Like, where was it at? Like, so it was neat. She was already kind of following my stuff, but we had a lot of mutual friends. Like her best friend, her dad, one of my close friends. But like, awesome. We would cross paths and like, we'd be at bike events and you'd have these choppers here. She would have noticed she had 3 kids and like, and I'm doing my thing. So we really never talked or chatted, and like, we just hit it off on a random date, like literally moved me in the next day, and it just, wow. We're like best friends. We do everything together. It's probably like how you guys are. You kind of just, it's everything. It's just how we operate. But we weren't looking for it. She was like, I want to get married. I'm like, I'm not looking to get married, and and I just said, you know what, let's give it a chance. And now we're married and kids, blended family. And this is wonderful. Her life too, so bikes are kind of cool for her too.
That's awesome. I'm glad. Enjoy life.
Yep, that's what you got to do.
That was it.
Oh, now I got one for you. What advice would you give to somebody that is trying to get into this business?
Man, first of all, don't tell yourself you're going to be a millionaire. Or, take it from a guy who does multifaceted levels of education in welding to fabrication and manufacturing, and it's a tough business. Even when you're making good money, like you're working towards it. It's a blue collar one. Bikes, you got to love it. There's days you're going to hear me say, I hate this. I can't stand it. I'm sick of it. And they're like the traveling. Remember back in the day, guys, we weren't doing live streams like this. It was magazines. I mean, I'm young enough to remember that. It was Razor flip phones. Yeah.
There you go.
And it was hard to get in those. Like you had to be the baddest mofo out there to get in a magazine. And I mean, you had to fight tooth and nail. Now you just post your own stuff. You hit the algorithm, you get 500,000 views, and you're hot for it, So
yeah. You get a clone AI.
Yeah. The one part though, you can post all the shit you want and hit the algorithm being a builder, but you got to go out there and hit the pavement. You got to know the people got to know you. Some are going to love you. Some are going to hate you. And, can you endure it? I tell people this is kind of being in the bike culture as a bike builder. It's no different than getting into a rock band. You can play a million little bars in your town and be a rock star, but can you spread out further? And it's how you know people, and it is who you know, but it's, you got to be accepted too. People got to like what you're about in this business, and you got to know kind of what people like. You got to build for you, but you got to know what sells to the people. Just like I told you, if I sold to every customer, put skulls, flames, ace of spades on it, I can make a ton of money, but I like that people know that you'll get exactly what I think is going to work for you and your style,
Yeah, because I was just going to say, how has technology made fabrication a lot easier for you?
Oh, dude, it's Like the one thing I haven't gotten into is the 3D printing with metal. You know, my friends do the plastic 3D stuff, and it's pretty trippy to me that people can do that now. Because again, I grew up with cardboard templates, not much CAD, you know, and so like we got into doing SolidWorks and things like that. But its technology is just ramping up. Look at five-axis CNC machines, what they can make for you now. It's crazy, man. What's out there?
I know Barbie has one, and she could cut belt buckles. She could cut this.
Yeah.
She could do engraving on things. I mean, a lot of that stuff that you could do on those are just totally awesome. Now, you build for clients also. So if somebody wants to get a hold of you and they want you to build a bike, how would they go about doing that?
So they can go to the Instagram and Facebook, Raw Iron Choppers. You know, we have a website, but I mean, it seems like those are so antiquated now. Everyone just goes through social media, but Raw Iron Choppers is really where you can hit me up, or my personal Facebook, Jesse Serpan. So that's where you can hit me up.
That's how you pronounce it.
Okay,
Yeah, we didn't want to butcher your name, brother.
I butchered it.
You're good. You did pretty good for it. You know, the one thing is it's missing a vowel. It's Slovenian. So it's like Smith and Brown over here, but over in Slovenia, like if you type in Serpan, you can find like there's a famous scientist and all kinds of stuff, but it's like kind of semi-common over there. But yeah, it's spelled like garbage. Like my wife struggles with that working in nursing. Like,
do you speak Slovakian?
What's that? No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay.
No, I can barely pronounce normal English.
All right, where are you?
You're a riot.
Actually, I love it. On a closing note, where are you going to be next if somebody wants to check out your bikes?
So like Caitlin said, we're going to be at the Motor City Get Down up near Detroit. It's at Modern Skate, and it's a invitational show, and on all the different skateboard ramps and the half pipes, we put all the different choppers on. My buddy Ron Harris from Traditional Chopper.
We know who he is.
Yeah. So Ronnie's my boy. I've known him for 20 years. So he's putting that on. And then I think we're going to kind of wrap up the year at the Smokeout with Chris and Heather and some of our friends.
Awesome.
So we'll be there for the Legends build, which it's weird to be 36 and be invited to the Legends build. But I mean, I've been around since 2004, you know, so it's I've seen all the fads.
Yeah, but your work shows for yourself. I mean, when your work is as good as what it is, it speaks for itself. And that's why you don't got to be old in this field to be good.
No.
Yep, absolutely. So where can I catch up with you guys to meet, you know, give hugs and shake hands? Where will you guys be at this summer?
Our next venue we're going to is Sturgis. We're going to be at the Buffalo Chip for the entire event. And then after that, it's going to be Biketoberfest at the Cackleberry Campgrounds.
Okay, cool.
In
Daytona, yeah. Just come and see us over at here in Florida. Come see us over at the Cackleberry Campgrounds. We'll introduce you to everybody. Bring one of your bikes here. I'll do a nice shoot for you.
Awesome. I appreciate that, man.
Definitely. We'll have a good one.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being on the show. And
You're an absolute pleasure.
And one more time, tell everybody how to find your website.
So find us at rawironchoppers.com. Also at Raw Iron Choppers for Facebook and Instagram.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for being on the John and Heather show. We really love having you on. I really like your builds because I love a functional show bike. That's just the way I am. I like to ride my bike into a show and then ride my bike out. And that's just kind of how I am. Well, I just want to say, Jesse, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Tell Caitlin we said thank you.
Exactly. Tell the family we said thank you and hello. And I hope I see you soon, brother.
Definitely. Take care, you two. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was Jesse, and his bikes are awesome. I mean,
amazing bikes.
Awesome. I love that type of bike. I love
Look at some of them again.
Yeah,
look at this one.
How about that one? That's the one we showed before. Check out the other one. Yeah, that's that one. I think it's a different, that's still awesome. And the last one, that's Michael Lichter took that shot.
Yeah, Michael Lichter took this one.
Oh, you got to take that one.
Remove that one.
There you go. What's up? Yeah, that's the one that Michael Lichter took. That's an awesome shot of that bike. Matter of fact, I think I remember that one because we were there.
From Legends. Yeah, Motorcycles at the Art.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, last year.
I probably got shot to that bike.
I think so.
I bet I do. If it was there, I got shot.
I think it was. I think it was last year.
Well, everybody, we want to say thank you for enjoying the John Heather show. It's been a really good show. A lot of comments.
Thank you so much for joining us. We love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Look for us coming up at Sturgis. We will be there opening day straight through to the end. And then right after that, look for us at the Cackleberry Campground.
And you guys come out to the Cackleberry. Do not miss it.
560 Tomoka Farms Road.
That's right. It's going to be an awesome time this Biketoberfest. Everything's going to be great. We've got all sorts of new stuff coming. You're going to want to see what Cackleberry's got in store for you.
Right. Get off Main Street. Come down to the Cackleberry because that's where the real off Main Street bikers hang out. This is where real bikers go to enjoy Biketoberfest.
That's right, guys. We love you. Keep it shiny side up.
Rubber side down.
Remember,
Adventure
before
dementia.
Toodaloo.